Hello friends, I'm Kayla. Welcome to my kitchen office. Today I'm going to show you all my favorite daily games. To be candid, I don't actually play all of these every single day. In fact, most of them I've only played a handful of times. And I usually only really play these when I'm doing live streams with my channel members, because usually within a couple hours of reading, we're playing some games together. But these are all the super fun ones that I've come across, and I thought I would just give you ideas of ones if you haven't heard of them before. I'm also putting all of the links, so I don't have to put them all down below, on a page on my website, so you can easily find the ones that pique your interest. At one point, I did think about making an entire TikTok page dedicated to these daily games and playing them and being one of those TikTokers. But the comments are usually fall into one of two categories. It's people who are like, oh, you're faking it, like you're lying, this is way too easy for you. Or people just saying, oh my god, you're so stupid, you didn't get this in 0.5 seconds, like I'm so much smarter. And I fear it could suck the fun out of all of it. So I'm sure we've all heard of Wordle, all the ones in the New York Times. I can also tell you ones that I don't really like, not to start out negative, but in case you want to recommend these for other people, and I would recommend these to other people, just not me. I don't like Redactyl, I think it's too hard. I don't like Bandle. I think it's kind of ugly, and there's something about the sound that plays that I don't like. Myrtle I think is too easy. Orbits I think is too easy. But the color ones, I love the color ones. This is colorful. You're basically trying to achieve this color based on combining all of these colors. So look how similar it is to that pink. So it could just be this pink and then a little white and a little pink. You know what I mean? And look how close I got. I got 96%, but only the correct one is in green, and it's the pink. So now I have to figure out two other ones once that hot pink and the white have been crossed out that would still achieve this pink. We could go a cream, and then we could go a dark red. That's probably too dark. You could also be a purist and like guess the pink every single time because we know it's correct, but you don't have to. You could just combine three completely different colors just to see if you're gonna get anything correct anywhere else. I feel like one of these purples is probably in here. So see, now I know. Since it's yellow, just like Wordle, yellow means you got it right, but it's in the wrong spot. So it's gonna be pink, purple. We need to bring back in some warmth. Yellow or orange makes the most sense to me. Orange, in fact, makes the most sense. Yay! Another color one that's fun is Toon Tone. This one, the main color is on the page the entire time, and you just have to adjust this to try to find that color based on the hue, saturation, and brightness. And even though they're right next to each other, there's like a slight gap in between. So it's actually quite difficult to match it 100%. Even if you think you have it at 100%, you're gonna be off a little bit. This looks pretty good to me. Okay. Perfect. See, now you can see them right next to each other, and I was a little too light. Next up, we've got Dialed. This is the same idea, but you have to memorize the color and then it disappears and you have to match it. And this one's really fun because there's a multiplayer. So if you're someone who wants to do this with other people, you can make a link and then everyone can do it and you get to see everybody's answers at the end. Okay, ready? I have to match that exact yellow. Oh my God, now that I have to do this in front of everybody, it's nerve-wracking. Oh my gosh. And then if you take too long, it can just disappear from your mind. Yeah, and at this point, it has left my mind. I don't even remember what it was. Like at all. I think it was a kind of like honey. Oh God. You know, that's not bad. Next. Oh, it's just gray. Oh my God. I feel like it's slightly green. How dark was it? Now I can't even remember. I don't know, I'm gonna go there. Yikes. There's 5 rounds, so let's do number 3. Another dark one. Okay, this is a little blue. Let's go there, I don't remember. Okay, not quite in the 9s. Not bad. Next, can it be anything but gray? Oh my gosh. What would you even call that? It's like a maroon, more brown than purple, I think. I don't know. Oh, that's the best I've ever done. I thought the pressure would get to me, but I think the pressure is good for me. This is like khaki. Oh God. Let's go there. Ooh, that one hurts. Still in the 9s. You know what? I will take that 45.89 out of 50 in front of everybody. I don't usually do that well. Another color one is, this I actually don't like that much because it just keeps repeating the same ones over and over again. And also it's completely subjective, but there's something fun about it because I love color names. So this person, whoever they are, decided that there is a certain color they want to describe green tea ice cream as, or maybe this is like a paint swatch somewhere. I'm not totally sure how this website even functions, but I have to go ahead and guess, just based on this tiny little swatch, how the letters are changing, what I think they would put green tea ice cream as. I'm gonna say that. Okay, and then they only give you a tiny little example of what the actual one was. This website has room for improvement, so I want us to check it out and support them and then tell them to make the swatches bigger. Ooh, there's also this color one called Logo Hue where you have to guess the brand color. So this one is Crunchyroll, and I don't use Crunchyroll, but it's on my TV. My husband definitely pays for that, I think. I think it's orange. I don't know how orange. I think I'm on the right track. I think I'm gonna get it 100%, that one. Oh, okay, it was way brighter, more on the red side of orange than the yellow side of orange. Noted. Let's move from colors to music. So spotle is really fun because you are guessing an artist. You can start with anyone and then you'll get little clues to help you get closer to the answer. So I'm gonna put in, who have I been listening to the most? Dijon. Dijon is not here. Sometimes you type in an artist and they don't show up. We're gonna put Chase Atlantic. Now, popularity has this little arrow. So the person I'm trying to guess, lower in popularity, we know that it's a male, that's correct, and there's not 3 members. So this could be a solo artist, but could also still be a group, just of a different size. We know they're not from here. The debut was before 2017. That never helps me because I can't remember when people came out with their debut album. I'm gonna put in like Michael Bublé for some reason. Oh, my popularity was bad. We're not in Canada, but we're in the correct continent. Let's think of like a duo of guys from the 90s from the States. Maybe let's do Outkast. Their popularity is gonna be wrong, but I wanna, oh, I was right for popularity, I guess. We're gonna go back to like the 80s now, and we're gonna think of like a rock band. Let's do Motley Crue. Okay, we know it's 4 people now, but we're still too late. Let's do Kiss. I feel like that year would be even earlier. A 60s rock band. I can think of 60s rock bands, but they're from somewhere else. Or I can think of 60s rock bands from the States, but they have more than 4 people. Or they would be way lower in popularity. Let's go with The Doors. They might be early 70s, so this could still be wrong. 1960s? Oh my god, that was right! That was lucky. And then there's a couple other ones that I like from here. So we've got Harmonies. This is themed, kind of like Connections, where there's 4 different themes, but some of the categories feel like they could be grouped into more than one category. So like this is a band, but I don't know if these other ones are bands. These are like iconic songs, but they're made up words, or maybe that's not made up. Luftballons, I mean, that's just in a different language. Amadeus. I can feel something that I know, but I don't know it. I'm gonna say this one because it looks like a made up word to me. Oh, I'm wrong. Maybe it's Everlong because it's actual words, but like there's a made up part of it to combine it to make it sound like a compound word, but it's not. Everlong. That made a lot more sense. Made up word songs. Okay, now this and this and this seem like they should be together. So then I'm also gonna send this one with it because I feel like these are iconic songs that did something. German songs famous worldwide. Okay, didn't clock that they were all German. Now, 2 of these must be bands that I just have never heard of. So I'm gonna say Borderline sounds more like a band than a song, and Eventually, or Up All Night. This one. Shit, I'm in trouble. I'm about to lose. Songs by Tame Impala and boy band debut albums. Oh, the album, there was an album called, oh. See, I never would have been able to tell you the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC had self-titled albums. I have no idea who did It's About Time or Up All Night, and I don't listen to Tame Impala. My bad. So that was Harmonies, and then my favorite is Crosstune because this is a crossword puzzle, but you get to listen to a little clip of a song too. I like to play it where I guess before I listen to the clip. So artist last name, like what could it be? Grande. Oh, that didn't fit. Let's listen. Okay, we've got Lamar. Then 2 down is a band name. Avalanche. I don't know. The way that was literally in my head. Aerosmith. 4 across. We were staying in... I'd love to play more than a couple seconds, but copyright claim will get me. I don't know. Title of this ballet? The Nutcracker. That's the only ballet I know. Or Swan Lake? Swan Lake. Killed it. I don't know what that is. Repeated words in this song title. This time for Africa. Isn't it Africa? This is not my type of music, I'm so sorry. Song title, also the 6th planet from the sun. I don't think I know that song. Oh, let's do this one. Initials of this band's name. Obviously. Red Hot Chili Peppers, one of my favorites. 4 down, the color in this song title. Okay, pink, blue. Do you think it's blue, da ba dee da ba da? If you could see now, you'd be proud, though you think lazy be. I don't know. Is it blue? Professional wrestler this song is titled after. The Undertaker, Hulk Hogan. I don't know any other wrestlers. Oh, duh. I lied to you. I do know who Ric Flair is. Song title, also a U.S. government agency. I'm not from the U.S. I don't know. USDA? What is that? Oh, NASA? Oh, right, because it wasn't blue. Why would it be blue? Oh, is it pink? Paris? We were staying in Paris? I think I was singing the wrong song in my head. Waka. Oh, Waka Waka. Okay. Another music one is song to song. In this one, it gives you a song and you have to give a song with her in it. And then we're trying to get to Don Toliver from that. So it's like 6 degrees, 7 degrees, 8 degrees of separation or whatever it's called. So let's do Promiscuous. So that was with Timbaland. Timbaland to Don Toliver shouldn't be hard. I mean, there is that song, Body. Can I go backwards? I can't remember. I know I can get from Justin Timberlake to Don Toliver if a sample counts. I don't know if a sample counts or it has to be a proper collaboration. Let's do Carry Out with Justin Timberlake. And then can we do Body? Rock Your Body. He sampled it. No. Okay, I don't know, but my battery's about to die and you get the point of this one. And there's archives for this one, so you can go back and play a whole bunch of other ones. Next is a couple quick geography ones that I like. We have Global, where you type in a country and depending on how, it's like a hot game of hot and cold, the darker and more red it gets, the closer you are to the answer. So we are going to be in Africa, probably. So let's see if we're gonna be super south. Probably not. Let's go up. Okay. Maybe we're gonna be down here, like, okay. Mystery country was how do you pronounce that? Benin? I got that pretty quick, but it was lucky because there are certain continents that I definitely don't know quite as well. And I always like to start with Chad because that's Liam's favorite country. Then we have worldle, which gives you like the silhouette of a country. And I feel like this should be really obvious because it's clearly a lot of like island. Okay, so it's probably off like the east coast of something. And then it also has some islands. I don't really know the shape. No, I was gonna say like maybe we're in like Indonesia, Malaysia area. Let's just go to that like part of the world and see, because it gives you a direction. So I need to go more northwest from where I'm currently at, but I do think 56% puts me in ish the right part of the world. So maybe it's more like Southwest Asia, Northern Africa. Let's go all the way over to Saudi Arabia and then we can see I still need to go up. Okay. Oh wait, is this like the shape of No, it's not the shape of Sweden, Norway, or Finland, because then it would be skinnier. Is Greece even that much more north? I'm going Greece. I don't think it's Greece, but I think okay. I'm still headed in the right direction. 89% though. So like we're not all the way over here. This isn't gonna give me anything useful. Okay. I already knew that. I'm just running out of ideas. Like, where is there water in between Greece and Ireland? Because it's not the UK and it's not France. It's not Spain. Could this be, no, I don't know, because it has to be islands. I'm out of ideas. I'm saying Slovenia. Oh, is it Denmark? I don't know Denmark very well. That could be the shape of Denmark because, oh, yeah, it was Denmark. Well, that's embarrassing. Next, we've got Time Guesser. This is a mix of geography and time periods. So every single day it gives you some different photographs. Like this one, I can see right on that poster it says Mexico. So I'm gonna go ahead and guess we're in Mexico. Maybe this is like an iconic place that I should know. And time period. Oh, on the 24th of May, I think all these men did something terrible in Guadalajara that I should probably know about. I feel like it kind of looks like maybe 85. Let's go 85. And it was 1993. The poster was put up elsewhere. A wanted poster for the head of the Tijuana cartel. Okay, next round. Modern color photography, like available to the average person, is more like the 60s, 70s. It's semi-clear what they're fighting against. I mean, we've got anti-fascism. The grandeur of it all feels more, I don't know, like even 90s, but I'm gonna say 70, 75. Oh, spot on. A large banner reading the legacy of the anti-fascist resistance struggle lives on in our deeds for socialism and peace, displayed during a state-organized anti-fascist rally in East Berlin. I was going to say Berlin, and then I didn't know if that was stupid. Promoting the GDR's claims as the true heir to the Nazi-era resistance movement. I can't believe I just got the year. This, right, again, like color photography and their outfits. I feel like we're in the 60s. I don't know where this is. I do not, unfortunately, recognize it. There's a big statue of a person and there's a flag. If I knew anything about flags, there's a flag guesser game that I know exists. Unfortunately, I so deeply do not know if this is Europe or elsewhere. Yeah. Okay, where were we? We were in Moscow. I was 5 years off. Walking in the plaza. Okay, next one, number 4. Oh, I do actually know a little bit about flags, and I'm pretty sure that's the Romanian flag. Let's just go in Bucharest. And when do I think this is? It's pretty clear imagery to me. And if I knew what was happening here, and I wasn't a stupid little idiot, then I would be able to pinpoint the time probably very clearly. But we're just gonna say 2002. Is that stupid? 1990. Okay, you know, it's not that far off. Armed troops facing thousands of demonstrators outside Victoria Palace in Bucharest. Oh, I had the right place. Protesting against communism and the Interim National Salvation Front government that took power following the December uprising. We're learning things. Last one. Okay. It's black and white, which doesn't help us figure out what this flag would be. For all we know, that's the Canadian flag, and they just cut out the maple leaf. This is clearly very damaged, war-torn. I'm going to say this is the 40s. That feels reasonable. And, oh gosh, I don't know. I'm going to say Germany. I was 9 years off, and we were in Budapest. Freedom fighters bearing a flag with a communist coat of arms cut out, riding a tank through the streets of Budapest. Okay, learning new things. Final score, 35,000 out of 50,000. Not terrible. And then out of geography, there's contexto that I used to really like. I don't like it as much as I used to, and there's another one that I think is better. But there's like a secret word, and all of these words are on a list somewhere, and the smaller the number, like that 4,200 is like how far away I am from the secret word. It'll turn yellow and green if I get closer. I'm just like gonna look at all the things around me. Sneeze is the closest I've gotten. Cough. No. Bird. Okay, bird. I'm literally just saying the things around me. Bird. Okay, so it's gonna be an animal. How exciting. What are one of the first animals you think of? Oops, a dog. Okay, a cat. Okay, a kitten. No, feline. Feline. I got it in 17 guesses. The other one that's similar to it is called clueless. And I wonder if it like even uses the same database. I just think it looks nicer. But if I'm worse at it, then I don't want to play this one anymore. Love. Okay, so it's like emotions. No. Woman. Girl, lady, pink, feminine, woman, Valentine, love. Okay, you get the gist of this one. I can't be here all day. What was it? Princess. I feel like I could have gotten there. This website, Britannica, has a bunch of games. This is the one that I like. I think, though, it might be AI. I'm not good, admittedly, at recognizing AI, and I wouldn't want to accuse anyone for sure that it's AI if I don't know. So maybe if you guys want to play this one and you know that it's AI, they have like an email. I already emailed them asking if it was AI, but you could do the same because this one's really fun. Each one of these things is connected by 2 other things. So it's like every single thing you have to find some type of relation between all of these elements. So it's starting with like sushi roll. And it could be literally the picture itself, it could be the word itself, or it could be something else related to like how that item is used that could connect them all. And it's always so random. So like, here's a cow, here's a cowbell. So I'm gonna drag them, and I know that those are similar. And then I have to think of something else that's like bell related. Oh my God, I don't know what that is. Is that an eel? An eel and a worm, like those are kind of similar as in they're squirmy creatures, right? We have cheesecake, cherry cheesecake. We have Philly cheesesteak, so maybe like cheese and cheese would go together. There's a roll, like a bun, sushi roll, butter roll, and then we have butter, so I would say that goes together. The bird likes to eat the worm, and then we also have a bell here, which would go with like, those are both bells, and then a cherry blossom tree, but I don't think that's connected to sushi. So these 3 are for sure together. I just don't know where they're gonna go. And then these 3 are for sure together, but where would they go? Or maybe they're both, oh my God, I did it. Japanese, okay. Oh, steak is like what a cow makes? Oh no. So then you get 5 chances. Oh, I was wrong. But see, just like the standard like wordle one, it's a green blue color if it's absolutely correct, and then it's yellow if you have the right connection. So I know these 3 are right, and these 3 are right, and these 3 are right. They're just all organized wrong. Maybe the bird lives in the tree. So I'm gonna swap those. I'm gonna put the tree down here, cheesecake, cheesesteak, and then the cow and the steak didn't go together. So that was like so rude of me. I'm just gonna do that, and we're gonna check again. Okay, to be honest, I'm usually really good at this, but not today. Oh, these are all in the right order. They just need to be swapped. So we'll swap those, we'll swap those, we'll swap those, we'll swap those. Oh, maybe like you eat eel, and then butter comes from a cow. Duh. I still don't know how these 2. Maybe they're, oh, maybe this is in Philadelphia. Like maybe this is an iconic location. Okay, let's send that. That's obviously gonna be right. Yay! And then it tells you how they link in their mind. Eel is sometimes eaten as sushi. Wrigley. Ooh, robins and cherry blossoms are a sign of spring. I wouldn't have connected that. I just know Japan's cherry blossom season is really iconic. Butter, cow's milk, roll. Okay, we got it. Now, do you think this is AI? Because like I could convince myself that it's not. Also kind of really think it is. You let me know if we should be supporting this site or not. Betweenal is fun if you've never heard of it. This one has a secret word, and you just guess whatever you want, and it'll tell you if it's earlier in the alphabet or later in the alphabet. So we'll start with an S word, and then maybe like fudge. So we know that it's way closer. That little orange circle shows us it's closer to the F than the S. Hello? And we're getting really close. So are we in the H's for sure? We are. Okay, how about hobby. And it's like right in between. So we're gonna do hotly. I think that makes sense. Anyway, board? Oh my God, I got it. Then we've got front office sports, and they have two different games, Factal and Factal Sports. So since it's a sports website, let's appreciate this. Oh, I'm not gonna know any of these. Rank the top 5 MLB players who are not currently in the Hall of Fame by most career home runs. And then you have to organize it and figure it out. I'm not gonna know that. Factal of the day, rank the top 5 US states with the most craft breweries as of 2023. I feel like in the same way that like small coffee shops are really known well in the Pacific Northwest, I would also put like Oregon and is Washington on here? Washington up here. But then I also feel like probably the East Coast, like New York, has like a bunch of stuff like that. I feel like maybe Chicago would have a lot. Maybe like Massachusetts. I don't know if that makes any sense. Okay, so I got 2 correct, just in the wrong place. Let's do Washington first. New York. Who's known for like drinking a lot? I don't really know, but I feel like Colorado, like that could be the vibe of Colorado. Colorado's right. Maybe I should switch it to think like who is capable of growing the most hops, whatever grains are used. So like Ohio? No. Wisconsin. Are they too focused on making cheese though? I guess I'm just gonna go Texas and California. Florida, Washington. Final answer. Did I get it? No, it was Pennsylvania. Who could have known? This one is analogies, and there's 6 different themes, kind of like connections, and there's 4 in each theme, but they're how different things are related to each other. So it's kind of like, you know, you have to think of like, oh my God, how do I explain this? Like a bee to a hive is like a deer to a herd. You know what I mean? That's one of the 6 examples. Armor to a knight would be the same as, I can't think of one that would work with. So maybe it's, I see the, okay, hold on. A chink in your armor is the same as a crack in a wall, maybe? Yes. I see a bunch of chess things, so maybe like, where is rook? A rook is to a castle as a horse is to a knight. A king to his court is like a lord to its manor. A case being closed is like something being accomplished. A mission accomplished. I don't know what these 4 are, but like they seem the same to me, so I'm just gonna send those ones. Underwear is too brief as a shirt is too tea, I guess. And then whatever this one is. Criminal is to punishment as civil is to remedy. Okay. Next up we have spell check, where it tells you a word and you have to spell it. Good luck.
Assembly.
Assembly.
Apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
Calmed. Transference. Loquacity.
Loquacity. Surely that's not it. Oh, it was. Apocalypse, my bad. Next is based on speed.
Tornado. Scarecrow. Cowardice. Emerald. Cyclone. Witchcraft. Slippers.
That was too stressful. That was my bad, but like that was just my fingers. That wasn't my fault. Spell the word missing from the video transcript. I don't know. I can't hear it. Oh.
And watering lands. And this is more like a custodianship than an ownership. Had led organizations on the ground to think of...
Final round. Spell a really hard word. To multiply your score, you only get 1 chance.
Yometer.
Yometer? Uh-oh. Yometer. Next up, we've got list them all. In this one, we have to do, every day just gives you a different list. Today is traditional ratatouille ingredients. I have never had ratatouille. I've never seen ratatouille. I feel like it's probably tomatoes. Okay. Oh, that's really low. I think it's just like a vegetable. Is it a pasta? I think it might be a pasta. But it wouldn't just be like spaghetti. Okay. Oh, you know what? I think it's eggplant. Okay, it's eggplant, right. It's like a mush of vegetables, I feel. What other vegetables? Onion. Ooh. I mean, garlic. Okay. And then what kind of pasta is it? Or is it their meat? Maybe it's meat. Maybe it's like a pork dish. No. Maybe it's a chicken dish. No. Fish? Maybe it's fish. Okay, these are stupid guesses because it tells me how many letters are in each word. Right. Let's do a hint. Ring the alarm. It's time for a spicy rainbow. Huh? Peppers? Bell peppers. Culinary addictions recently plucked not the Colonel's secret. Oh, it is chicken. But chicken doesn't fit there. Chicken wing? Recently plucked not the Colonel's secret. I'm too stupid. I don't know. The last one is Summer's green star in the Italian garden. Is that parsley? Parsley? No. Oregano? No. Summer's green star in the Italian garden. Basil? That doesn't fit. Oh my god, I don't know. Okay, I can reveal a letter. What the heck is any of this? Ooh, I. Is it like spaghetti? Macaroni? Yeah, I give up. Fresh herbs and zucchini. I never would have gone to zucchini. Next, we've got freestyle. This is a rhyming game. So it gives you a word and then you have to type out words that rhyme with dough. Faux. No. Show. Grow. I spelled that wrong. Why did it let me do it? Snow. Minnow. Below. I did it. I feel like sometimes these ones are harder. Next up, we've got Bracket City that I'm not gonna play because then you'll see how unintelligent I am because it takes all of my brain power to figure these ones out. But in case you haven't heard about it, The Atlantic has this one where it's like a clue inside a clue inside a clue. So like first you wanna get the ones that are highlighted and then it'll let you come out of it. And eventually you're just gonna end up with a little word or phrase at the end. So like this one I feel like is Forget Me Not without even reading the clues. And then it turns into, I have to figure out fee paid by the forgetful. So like a late fee. And then it turns it into, I don't know, soap, Mr., arrows, late, angry. I could do this one, Bay Area phenomenon. Weather phenomenon, Bay Area. Isn't it hot there? He looks like he's covered in bubbles. Letter that sounds like what they call a line in GB. Fire? No. Weather phenomenon. Frost. No. Anyway, I'm not gonna put myself through this one. This is something I only play very rarely when I feel like making my brain want to explode. But The Atlantic also has Fluxus, in which you have to create a circuit of words by taking the end. It can either be like the last 4 letters, 3 letters, 2 letters, or whatever to start your next word. So in this, I have to think of any word that starts with the end of school, and there can be no repeated letters. So I'm gonna send list in, and now from here, the next one I have to start with the end of this word. So I can take the S or the T or the IST, and I have to think of a word where all the consonants are different. So ST to stop. And then for this one, I have to think of a word that starts with P and it has to be 6 letters. But from there, I also have to get it back to school. So it then therefore has to end with the letter S. Pricks? Okay. And I completed it. Next we have synonymity, where you have to think of as many synonyms as you can for the word that it gives you. Our word is give. Give, like send. Give, offer. I don't know how many seconds I technically get. It just keeps counting them up and I have to get 40 words. Gift. You get the idea of this one. And it's just fun because it makes a little design and it kind of interacts while you do it. Next up is this game called Seldom. And you are supposed to guess something based on the hint. So name something that turns red. Is it today? And you, unlike Family Feud where you're trying to guess the most popular thing, you're supposed to guess something that like no one else would answer, and then you win. Something that turns red. I want to say cheeks, like I want to say blushing, like a person, but I feel like because that's the first thing I thought of, that's not going to be it. Tomatoes turn red because they start out green. How do you spell tomatoes? But I feel like that's also going to be a popular one. Let's guess it anyway. That's the number one. That was too obvious. Okay, let's just get a gauge here. Cheeks, face, probably the most common answer. Okay, something that turns red. Ooh, a traffic light. That's probably also too obvious. Okay, we're warming up here. Oh, there's fun facts about traffic lights. Okay, something that turns red. An apple, a strawberry, your toe, when you stub it, blood. There's a misconception that your blood is blue until it touches air. That's not a valid answer. You're right, but like I thought maybe we would be on the same page of like misconceptions. I think a strawberry, I can't think of anything better. Oh, okay, we're getting more points, or less points, but we want less points. Some politicians, for their own personal gain, even if they were blue, sometimes they turn red. A state can turn red. That's not valid? Okay, whatever. A cherry. And that was good answer. Good answer. See, oh, there was only 36 things to choose from. A lobster turns red. They're not always red. Leave skin. What's the best ones I could have said? Poinsettia, red tide, turkey waddle, star baboon, rhubarb, copper tongue, octopus. Ooh, I do like octopus as an answer. Rash, grapes, the moon. Oh, that's a good one. Next up, we have another organization one. This is Chronoodle, putting history in its place. You have to organize at which point in time all of these things happened compared to the others. We've got, oh my god, we have bookish things. How lucky are we? Reading Rainbow is the theme today. Little Red Riding Hood is first published. A Clockwork Orange is first published. That definitely happened after Little Red Riding Hood. We also have The Big Bang on here. The Yellow Brick Road first appears in The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. That's gonna be here. Green Eggs and Ham is published. That was probably like the Oh my god, all of those were already right? I thought I had to, I played this so long ago for the first time. I thought you had to put them all and then submit it. Oh my gosh. Blueberries for Sal is published. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna put it as maybe here. No. Okay. The Color Purple is published. That either happened right before Clockwork Orange or right after. I'm gonna say after. Yay! And then Reading Rainbow first airs. That is gonna be, ooh, this one could be either way. I'm gonna say this is the first one. This was like the 90s. Yes, 83. Okay, I feel like I didn't do too bad at that. And we got lucky that it was a bookish one. It's not always a bookish one. This might have actually been yesterday's. If I refresh, I might get a different one because I loaded all of these up yesterday. You Think They Ever Met? Oh, so this is just people in history. This one is called Pirkle. And there are 8 different things and you have to put them in the right order. Today, it's adult sea creature weight. So I'm gonna say a sea otter is gonna be at the bottom. I know like the biggest thing in the ocean, well, the biggest whale is a blue whale. So blue whale we're gonna put at the top. An orca is probably pretty similar. A great white shark, I feel like those are comparable, maybe. A harbor seal's gotta be pretty small. A manatee versus a walrus. Manatee, walrus, bottlenose dolphin. No, swap those two. Anyway, let's submit it. How could that be? Orca's bigger than a blue whale? Oh, am I doing that thing where I go the wrong way? Low to high? Let's try that again. Okay, we've now gotten 5 correct. Okay, so we got it this time. Yay! Omitten is one where you have to add in the missing word. So it's kind of a grammar, dictionary, encyclopedia knowledge kind of thing. The veteran captain hesitated to trust the new recruit, knowing the young sailor was still incredibly blank and untested. Now, first instinct is to say green, but I want to say inexperienced or novice. Let's say inexperienced. That is wrong. I'm gonna say green. I'm just gonna say green. I was correct. I should have guessed that first. Then there's a bookish one. This is bookidle.com, and they have two different bookish games. One is guess the book cover, and one is guess the book. So let's do guess the cover for the day. It's just blurred out. There used to be one called Bookdle and Posterdle and Moviedle, and that website has vanished. So this one, we have some hints. It's a mystery published in 2022, and nothing is jumping into mind. Like the teal green vibe I think is fun. I just don't think I've seen this before, unless it's a Jane Harper something about being in the woods. I'm gonna skip it. Do you recognize it? We can just keep clicking skip, or we can guess. Oh, flicker in the dark. A flicker in the dark. And it'll pop up, so you don't have to type out the whole thing. Okay, got that one. And then for the clues game, we have our setting, Lagos. I've read fantasy though, 2025. This should be easy. Okay, I can think of many books set in Lagos that I've read. I was going to initially say like The Housewoman, My Sister the Serial Killer. When did Death of the Author come out, and would that be called fantasy? Probably not. Oh, I can't even type that in. Okay, what about Son of the Morning? Why is it not popping up? Give me another clue. Water. Oh gosh, give me another clue. Resemblance. I feel like it's somewhere in here. Genetic. I'm gonna have to give up on this one. That name sounds so familiar. Wait, I know this one. I literally have, is it Cursed Daughters? If it's not Cursed Daughters, I'm gonna feel so stupid. Oh my gosh, it is. I should have gotten that way earlier. Thank goodness, just based on that character name, I remembered. This is such a good book. It's like a woman who other people believe is a reincarnation of somebody that they lost. And so she can't like fully live her own life. I said My Sister the Serial Killer, like I already said Oyin Ken Braithwaite in my head. I should have thought of this one earlier. And lastly, there's a couple movie ones you might like. This video is getting so long, I can't believe it. This one is framed, where you see different pictures in a movie and you have to guess which one it is by the end. Did you know it was Life of Brian? The American Film Institute has this one where it's the same thing, a picture, but they give you options instead of just letting you try to type it in yourself. It was Romancing the Stone, which I've never seen, but my mom keeps telling me I need to watch. Plot Hole is another movie one. It gives you clues based on the film. A Southern Beach Community, that's gonna be Laguna Beach. A Southern California beach community. I feel like that could be anything. Let's say Barbie. A laid back man just wants to bowl and drink White Russians. The only movie about bowling I can think of is The Big Lebowski. Isn't that about bowling? And also there's a movie where people like think they're superheroes or something. It's got Ben Stiller in it. I can't think of what it is. Oh my god, I got it. I've never seen The Big Lebowski. That's it for me today. Those are some of the games that I like to play, that I like to browse through, that I like to have a good time with when I have some free time and I want to chill. Some are more chill than others. Some are very stressful. If you have any other favorites you'd like to share with the class, let them all know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in a couple days with another video. Bye!